Hi, this is Rashekar. As you know, speaking in English may find difficulty for someone. In fact, there won't be any difficulty at all. See, you may have a doubt. In Telugu, we can, if I give a chance to speak in Telugu, eloquently you can speak. For the same speaker, if we insist to come out with your reflections in English, he may be frustrated. He will have so many ideas in his mind, in his cognitive system, but he cannot come out with the proper reflections. Why? Because in Telugu, we have got subject, object, verb pattern is there. But in English, we have got subject, verb, object pattern is there. In Telugu, we have got subject, object, verb pattern is there. In English, we have got subject, verb, object pattern is there. So we cannot make a true translation from Telugu to English. So here the speaker may find a difficulty. How he is going to overcome మరి ఈ విధంగా తెలుగు నుంచి ఇంగ్లీష్కు రావాలి అంటే తెలుగులో మనకు సబ్జెక్ట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ వర్బ్ ప్యాటర్న్ ఉంటుంది, ఇంగ్లీష్లో సబ్జెక్ట్ వర్బ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ప్యాటర్న్ ఉంటుంది. అందుకొరకే మనము ట్రూ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్లో వెళ్తే మాట్లాడలేకపోతున్నాము. మరి ఈ యొక్క పరిస్థితిని ఏ విధంగా అధిగమించాలి? ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వి షల్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ సమ్ ఫండమెంటల్స్. కొన్ని ఫండమెంటల్స్ చూద్దాం. Then, if you get the acquaintance, familiarity with the tenses, easily you can become an eloquent speaker. Say, what are the fundamentals? First, come to the sentence. What is meant by sentence? In the number of grammar books, you may find a group of words which gives meaning is called sentence. Meaningful, a group of meaningful words are called sentence. You may come across such definitions. Think laterally. If you think differently, you may find some logic in the word sentence. చాలా మంది గ్రామర్ బుక్లలో చూసినట్టయితే ఏ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ వర్డ్స్ విచ్ గివ్స్ అ మీనింగ్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ సెంటెన్స్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటుంటాం. Don't by heart those definitions and don't by heart. Just to think logically, think laterally, in different way of thinking లోపల మనం ఆలోచించినట్టయితే you observe the word sentence. What is meant by sentence? I say a group of words which gives sense and which has a tense form. See, a group of words which gives sense. A group of words which gives sense and those group of words will have a tense is called a sentence. A group of words which gives sense in the form of a tense is called sentence. అర్థవంతమైనటువంటి కాలానుగుణంగా పరిపూర్ణమైనటువంటి పదాల సముదాయాన్నే వాక్యం అంటాం. See here, a group of words which gives sense in the form of a tense is called sentence. See here, you observe, here a C is a common. According to the assimilation in English, sense from sen, ten from ten, and SC became a CE. Sentence means the word sentence consists of two logical words, sense and tense. What is meant by sense? Sense is nothing but meaning. Sense is nothing but meaning. Then what is meant by tense? Sense అంటే తెలుసు, మీనింగ్. మరి టెన్స్ అంటే ఏమిటి? Tense is nothing but it is a relationship between, time factor and work. Tense is nothing but it is a relationship between the time factor and work. సమయాంశానికి పనికి మధ్యన ఉన్న సంబంధాన్ని కాలము అంటున్నాం. సమయాంశానికి పనికి అంటున్నాం. If we take 3 time factors, for example 10:30, 10:45, 10:55. You take 3 various time factors. You take one work, writing a letter. You take one work, you take various time factor. You assume the present time factor is 10:45. You assume the present time factor is 10:45. While you are making a reference of this time factor with this work can be labeled as a present work. While you are making a reference of this time factor with the same work, this work can be labeled as a past work. While you are making a reference of this time factor with this work is labeled as a future work. ఇక్కడ వేర్వేరు సమయాంశాలు తీసుకున్నాం, ఒకే పనిని తీసుకున్నాం. పనిలో మార్పు లేదు, సమయాంశంలో మాత్రమే తేడా ఉంది. ప్రస్తుత సమయాంశము 10:45 అని భావిస్తున్నాము. 10:45కి జరుగుతున్న ఈ పనిని మనం ప్రెజెంట్ వర్క్ అన్నాము. 10:30కి జరిగినటువంటి పనిని పాస్ట్ వర్క్ అన్నాం. 10:55కి జరగబోయే వర్క్ను మనం ఫ్యూచర్ వర్క్ అంటున్నాం. వర్క్ ఈజ్ ద సేమ్ but different is with the time factor. On the basis of various time factors, we divided this work into 3 categories. That is the present, past, future. See here, now we can find tense is nothing but it is a relationship between the time factor and work. On the basis of various time factors, the work is divided into 3 parts: present, past, future. So, on the basis of this, tenses are divided into 3 kinds: present tense, past tense, future tense. What is meant by present tense? Present tense means which action goes on in our presence is called present tense. Which action goes on in our presence. You don't have any concern with the yesterday's activity. The action is going on in your presence. There is no hope on future activity. The action is going on in our presence. The action is going on in our presence is called present tense. The action is going on in our presence is called present tense. And for example, the action, you don't have any concern with the present activity. There is no hope on future activity. The action started and completed. Action started and completed. Action and started, completed. Last actions are past tenses. పూర్తయిపోయిన పనులు మనము past tense అన్నాము. Here future tense. In fact, according to the modern grammarians, there is no existence of the future tense, because we have got an experience with the present and we have got an experience with the past. Do we have any experience with the future? No. It is only assumption. It is only imagination. Which action is going to take place in a near future time factor is called future. Here, you don't have any concern with the yesterday's activity. The action is not going on in your presence, but in imagination, the action is going to take place. That is called future tense. So, on the basis of Various time factors, these tenses are divided into three kinds: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Now, present tense means which actions go on in our presence is called present tense, and lasted or completed actions are called past tense. Which action is going to take place in near future time factor is called future tense. Now, each tense again subdivided into four parts, that is simple, continuous, perfect, continuous. See, each tense, present tense divided into four parts, past tense divided into four parts, future tense divided into four parts. Present tense divided into four parts: present simple tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Similarly, past tense also divided into four parts: past simple, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Future tense also again subdivided into four parts: future simple, future continuous, future perfect continuous. In that way, we have got 3 into 4, 12 tenses we have got. Entire the spoken English is depends on these 12 tenses only. If you know the structural forms clearly, easily, you can go with the spoken English. So in the next video class, we shall think about the structural forms of individual tense. See, this is the now we have got the concept of what is meant by sentence, what is meant by sense, what is meant by tense, what is the different kinds of the tenses we have seen. And if you like this concept, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.